Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is May 7th, 2024, and the former police commissioner José Manuel Villarejo has once again spoken about Joan Laporta and his alleged involvement in the arrest of the former Barcelona president Sandro Rosell. Also, the Committee of Referees, or the CTA, has cancelled the meeting with Barcelona after being angered by the reports leaked to the media. And finally, Getafe have confirmed that Barcelona did indeed reach out to them with interest in Greenwood. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, not just on Barcelona matches, but on all sporting events, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for Kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. If you click on them, you would be supporting the channel, but you would also be getting access to some pretty cool offers and discounts. Now, I begin with the news that the former police commissioner José Manuel Villarejo has once again spoken about Joan Laporta's alleged involvement in the arrest of the former Barcelona president Sandro Rosell. Now, in case you don't remember who Villarejo is, he's a character that I've talked about in this channel in the past. He's a former police commissioner in Spain. He was kind of like the henchman for the Spanish government, the person who did all the dirty work for the Spanish government, whether it be spying, blackmailing, etc. In fact, he's currently being accused of all kinds of crimes, and he's involved with all kinds of legal lawsuits and cases against him. But when the Catalan movement was at its height, when Catalonia were looking to get to become independent a few years ago, the Spanish government put José Manuel Villarejo in charge of infiltrating the Catalan movement, spying on it, and also to discredit the Catalan movement to make sure that it all went away and Catalonia did not become an independent state. And part of the entities that Villarejo spied on was, of course, FC Barcelona, which is an icon of the Catalan movement. And as a result of all this case, the former Barcelona president Sandro Rosell ended up getting arrested by the Spanish government. Now, José Manuel Villarejo in the past, and I reported about this in a previous video, accused Joan Laporta to be involved in the arrest of Sandro Rosell. He said that the arrest of Sandro Rosell was thanks to Joan Laporta, who was given and leaking information to the Spanish police. Of course, Joan Laporta immediately denied this. In fact, he filed a lawsuit against José Manuel Villarejo, which he did later retract. Now, José Manuel Villarejo has spoken about this once again in the most recent interview, where he said that Joan Laporta withdrew his lawsuit even though Villarejo never retracted his statements. So in other words, trying to hint that what he said it was true, that it was Laporta who was feeding the police information, and that's why Laporta ended up withdrawing his lawsuit. But of course, like many of the things that Villarejo likes to say to the press, this is a lie, because he did in fact retract his statements. He had initially said that Laporta was feeding the police information, and that's why Sandro Rosell was arrested. Then once Laporta filed a lawsuit, José Manuel Villarejo retracted his statement and started saying, oh, well, it wasn't Joan Laporta. It was people who knew Laporta. It was people who were close to Laporta. So after changing his statements, that is why Joan Laporta withdrew the lawsuit. But now he's trying to say that Laporta withdrew the lawsuit, even though he never changed his statements, trying to hint that Laporta was lying, and then he did indeed help the police arrest Sandro Rosell, which again is an absolute lie. But of course, nothing is surprising, because most of the things this gentleman, if we want to call him that, says are mostly lies. Now on to the news that the Committee of Referees, or the CTA, have cancelled the meeting that they had scheduled with Barcelona because they were angered about the reports that were leaked to the media. Now, we all remember all the controversy that emerged after a Clásico match, especially after that goal by Lamine Yamal that was not counted because VAR ruled that the ball had not entirely crossed the goal line. And of course, after the match. There was a lot of videos that came out on social media that showed that the ball did indeed cross the line. And then, of course, the final touch was that that camera that was in charge of giving us that view that's aligned with the goal line, had mysteriously stopped working for a few minutes, and therefore we didn't have that view. And then after the match, Joan Laporta was absolutely infuriated. He was very angry. He released that video saying that he was going to ask for the match to be replayed if he found, that the images of the VAR or the cameras did not support the annulment of Lamine Yamal's goal. And it seems that Barcelona had requested a meeting with the CTA so they could sit down, watch the footage, watch the pictures, get an explanation from the CTA on why Lamine Yamal's goal did not count. And the CTA had agreed to hold this meeting, but after reports were leaked to the media that this meeting was going to happen, the CTA became very angered that this was being leaked to the media. They accused Barcelona that they're trying to stir up controversy, that they're trying to put pressure on the referees, that they're trying to make the CTA and the referees look bad. And as such, they have decided to cancel the meeting, and this meeting will not go forward. Now, it's very ironic that the CTA are angry and think that Barcelona are trying to make the CTA and the referees look bad, because in fact they are making themselves looking bad by canceling this meeting. And also, I wish the CTA would get this angry when Real Madrid week after week publishes videos accusing referees, La Liga referees, of being biased against them, putting pressure on those referees to rule in favor of Real Madrid. I wish the CTA would get that mad about that. But no, let's get mad about the fact that the media knew about this meeting that was going to happen between Barcelona and committee of referees. Now we'll end today's video with the news that Getafe have confirmed, the news that I brought to you several weeks ago, which is that Barcelona were indeed interested in Mason Greenwood. Now, Mason Greenwood has spent this season with Getafe, where he's had a pretty decent season, a pretty good season after his fall out of grace with Manchester United after those criminal allegations surfaced about him abusing his girlfriend, who's now his wife, I think. But anyways, he's had a decent season where he has scored 10 goals and provided 6 assists. And given his good performance throughout the season, it was reported that Barcelona were tracking Mason Greenwood, that they were interested in signing him, and that in fact that they had held a meeting with Manchester United representatives to see what was the possibility of signing the English attacker. Now, Mason Greenwood currently has a strange deal between Manchester United and Getafe, where Getafe own 25% of his rights and Manchester United own 75% of his rights. His contract does expire with the Premier League club in 2025, and given that he has improved his performance, Manchester United will be looking to permanently transfer him this summer. Of course, Getafe would rather keep Mason Greenwood at their club, but given that Manchester United own 75% of his rights, they're the ones who will get to decide where the player goes, and most likely it will go to the highest bidder. Now, the president of Getafe did confirm that Barcelona were interested in the player. He said that there had only been 2 people who asked about the player, and those 2 people are Joan Laporta and Deco. But as I reported in a previous video, after Barcelona found out that Manchester United are looking for 60 million euros for the player, this operation was completely ruled out because Barcelona cannot afford to pay that. But I am curious to hear from you guys. Would you guys have liked to see Mason Greenwood in Barcelona? Please let me know down below. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.